What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our weekly podcast. We are batting practice. I'm Josh. That's Jacob over there. We're riding not solo, we're riding duo tonight. Andrew, shout out to him. He is MIA currently because it is him and his wife's 1 year wedding anniversary.
Heyo.
Yay! Claps all around. We love here on the batting practice podcast. So shout out to Andrew and his wife on 1 year.
Yeah. Shout out to Andrew and Michaela. Absolutely. That's why Andrew's not here. I think this marks three Duocasts in a row.
Think so.
Next week. Next week, we should be back. Three of us ready to go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He looks
It,
up in the
it'll
air.
be it'll
Oh, I'm going
be
on vacation. I'm going down to
yeah, it'll
South
be
Carolina.
it'll be one week of normal and then uh a week or maybe even two of probably back to
Oh
duos.
boy. Oh boy.
So
Wherever you're going, bring your mic. Bring your mic.
there you go.
That'll fix it. That'll fix it. But yeah, we're dealing with what we can here. We don't miss an episode here on the Batting
No,
Practice
we
Podcast.
don't.
We
We
don't.
don't.
Nosh, I got a
Yes.
dare for you. Maybe it's not.
Oh,
That's too much. That's too
dare.
much. That sounds like it's gonna be dramatic. But I got a challenge for you, more like.
Ooh, okay.
Uh, you did all right today. You didn't start off with "we got a good one for you today," but
There you
instead
go.
of saying "we got a good one for you today," I'm challenging you to come up with a different adjective every intro.
Ooh, okay. I
So it
like
could be
that.
like, we got a great one, but then you can't use that one again. Then you could be like, we got a home run for you today. I don't
Ooh,
know. Wherever your brain desires, but it's a challenge. No more good. Because we're good. We're good, but we're
we're
better
good.
than good, you know? We're better than good here on the Batting Practice Podcast.
I like
Right?
it. I like it. I'm gonna go with we have a I'm gonna think of a good
Put you on
one.
the spot. Put you on the spot.
Um we have a stupendous episode for you tonight,
Oh, that's a big one.
right? I'm shooting high right off the bat.
Yes.
It
Now you
might be a
can't use
bad
it.
idea. Might be a bad idea.
Right. You set your bar high. You can't use that one again now.
When I come back next week and I'm like, we have a quality episode for you tonight, everyone's gonna be like, boo, that's
Boo,
trash.
quality. We're better than quality.
I quickly Googled good synonyms, and some of the options are terrible. One
We
of
got a
the
terrible one for you tonight.
one of the options is adequate. Like that,
Adequate.
I don't think that's good. That sounds bad.
We're
Adequate has
just barely doing it.
we have an adequate episode for you tonight.
Yeah, it's something about that doesn't seem right.
It's not great. Not great.
Not great.
I've got a stockpile. No, I've got some words.
Okay. 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 Well, I tell you what, I was listening to sports radio here in Charlotte a few days ago, and they talk about whatever at night. It's not even the local guys. I think they just play a show that they're affiliated with.
Hmm.
But a question was asked, and no one really came up with a great answer. But I want to get your answer right here on the spot.
Ooh.
So, the question that was put forth was, if you could modify an MLB stadium, what would you do to it? What would you add to it? What would you
Ooh.
subtract to it? Could it just be like a general MLB stadium? It could be a specific MLB stadium that you have in mind, like, say, I want to build a hotel on top of the Western Metal Supply Company in San Diego. Sure, absolutely. That could make for some great seating. Also, that would probably not be allowed considering how old that building is. But
True.
that doesn't matter because that's not the point of the question. The point is, what could you modify of any MLB stadium? Think about it for a second.
Um,
Because I know what I would want to do. I know exactly something that I could
really?
add. It's not stadium specific. You could add it to whatever stadium that you wanted to.
Okay.
But think, we have in stadiums, we have gift shops, we have team shops, we have bars, and they're even starting to add like craft beer bars and breweries and stuff like that inside of baseball stadiums. But why don't we combine the two? Maybe stay a little bit away from the merchandise side of things, But let's hop on over to the collectible side of things. Let's open up a card shop where you can also buy drinks, not food. We don't want you getting your
Ooh.
dirty hands all over the cards, but how about this? Right on the outside, kind of like where the Brewers used to have Friday's front row, where it's open
Mm-hmm.
every day of the year, even if there's no baseball game going on.
Right.
We're selling cards, we're selling drinks, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. We got sports on the TV. Add it to your stadium. That's what people want. The hobby, the collecting hobby is bigger than it's ever been before. And baseball has been growing and growing and growing interest-wise over the past few years as well. Hey, let's add I don't know what you want to call it, a brewery card shop to a stadium.
Yeah.
No
I
one
love
on the
it.
radio came up with any ideas like this, by the way.
I love it.
It was all like, oh, how about an extra restaurant?
It's funny because when you first asked it, the first thing that came to mind was a retractable roof.
Okay, that works.
Um, and
Every
like
stadium, though, like,
I know that's the thing, right? Like certain areas it makes more sense, right? Like it's hard because Wrigley probably could use a roof because it rains a lot in Chicago, especially at the beginning of the season. Um, but it's Wrigley. Like you can't really like change the blueprint of Wrigley. It's 115 years old. So
right.
um, even like I'm thinking of other like Midwest AL, NL Central ballparks. Like Target Field is pretty iconic. PNC is iconic. Great American's iconic. Like I don't know if you're throwing roofs on any of these stadiums, but it is a very convenient thing to have. It's always funny to me when people from the area go to a different ballpark and their game gets rained out, and like we don't even have to consider that in Milwaukee, which is super nice. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. The other thing that came to mind was a hill in center field.
Okay.
A la
Bring it
like,
back, Astro
yeah,
style.
yeah. Bring it back Astro style. Maybe take the light pole out of the field of play. But
Yeah.
the hill was kind of a fun feature. Like, there's not really it's weird because there's variance with how far fences are, how tall fences are, the shape of the fences, but there's not a lot of variance within the actual field itself. Like
Oh,
obviously
there's zero. Yeah.
the bases are
There's zero.
standard, like you can't change that. But like and the warning tracks are different sizes, which is the dumbest thing ever.
Maybe turf
Um,
versus grass, of course.
sure,
That's a big
sure,
one.
that's true, that's true. Um, but it was kind of fun. Like I get why they took it out. It's probably a safety hazard, but that was like the one variance to the actual field of play in any ballpark. And it added some entertainment, that's for sure.
All right.
So some
Someone mentioned that on the radio. They mentioned
really?
Tall's Hill and was
Okay.
like, that was kind of good. They mentioned that and they mentioned, they called it the Sky Dome, but it's the Rogers Center now. They mentioned the
Sure.
hotel that
The
already
hotel,
exists
yeah.
in right field.
Like I feel like every stadium should be known for like, oh, that one thing. And I feel like but when I think about it in my head, a lot are. Like Miller or American Family Field is known for Bernie's Slide,
Right.
the retractable roof. PNC is known for the Allegheny being right there and the bridge and the backdrop. Great American Ballpark is just kind of iconic.
It's got the smokestacks. It's
The
known for home runs.
smokestacks,
It's also got a
yeah.
little bit of bridge action there.
Um,
Yeah, I mean Wrigley's
Wrigley is
Wrigley, yeah.
Wrigley, yeah.
NL
The Green
Central's kind of got it
Monster,
made when it comes to stadiums.
yeah, that's true. But I feel like
But
there's a lot of stadiums that
what do you
already
want to add?
have.
Yeah.
I
Like
want to
unique things,
put.
yeah.
Hmm, I want to put a. I think every stadium should have a short fence. How about that? We have the
Okay.
Green Monster. I love the right field fence at Fenway. I think
Mm-hmm.
every stadium should have some version of that where like the fans are like right there on the field,
Mm-hmm.
basically. I think that's cool.
Yeah, who was it the other day in center field that robbed a home run without jumping? Like
Hmm.
do you think we need more fences
I
like
like
that?
that. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
Where you can potentially flip over the wall, like right field in Fenway.
Yeah. The whole
Okay.
right field,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fun. I think it gives a good it gives the fans a good perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got good catches going on, so it's good on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
I was trying to the other thing that came to mind was thinking of some of the custom fields on MLB The Show
That's what
and like
also, yeah.
what people like to put on them. Some not appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah.
But I was trying to think of like actually cool ones I've seen. I couldn't really think of anything.
We need more home run contests. We
Yeah.
have like there's the little hole in Detroit, the Little Caesars pizza
Hmm.
hole.
Like giveaway.
Yeah.
The Brewers too.
The
You hit
Brewers, if
the
you hit the
Toyota.
car, yeah.
Yeah.
The Brewers, if you hit the Toyota, you win, or a fan wins a Toyota, or
Hmm.
does the player win a
They pick a
Toyota?
random seat
Random
in the
seat
stadium.
in the stadium.
I
How
think that's
we
how they
need
do it.
more challenges like that
I
lead to
agree.
fans winning things off of home runs.
And make it more
Not every home run, but make the hole a little bit bigger. The Little
yeah, make
Caesars
it more
hole.
achievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it well, the Brewers do have a truck out there. They don't have a little two
Sure.
seat.
Sure.
So hey, little
I don't
Corolla.
think it's ever. I think maybe once or twice. And they've been doing it for a long time. But it's like
Has it ever been hit? Yeah.
I think it's extremely like
Hmm.
maybe once, I think. But other than that, it has not been hit.
Yeah, we need I want to see like let me think of an example like think of Busch Stadium. We forgot to mention the NL Central. We forgot to mention Busch
Yeah.
Stadium. Iconic, has
The
the arch in the
arch.
background. Of course. You can't mess that up.
Yeah.
But what about in center field if you added like a little like bird's cage? The Cardinals, add a bird cage out there in the batter's eye in the
I like
grass.
that.
And if
I
you hit
like
it
it.
in the bird cage, a little cuckoo comes out and a fan wins something.
I like it.
Eh?
How about like a little hole in the wall that if you hit it through the hole, it counts as a home run.
Okay. One in left, one in center, one in right.
Yeah.
Now we're just coming up with all. We'll have to propose all these rules to
How
Andrew next
about
week.
as a very general like blanket statement, if you were playing MLB GeoGuessr, I should be able to be dropped on second base and be able to tell you what field I'm on based on some feature in the first like 10 seconds or
Yeah.
5
Oh,
seconds.
we could do that easily.
But like it should be because of a certain feature.
Got you.
And if your
Got
stadium
you.
doesn't have that, then whatever stadium is missing that, you need to add something.
So like you're thinking like the average person isn't recognizing, say, oh, what's a more generic stadium?
Like Seattle? I don't think
Seattle.
Seattle has a lot going
I
on.
mean, the left field to me is iconic with the scoreboard and
Sure.
the higher
But
up seats up there, but even then it's like sure, maybe your average baseball fan can't recognize Seattle.
trying to think of yeah, I'm trying to think off the top of my head other like I don't want to say boring because that's they're not boring
Globe
per
Life
se.
in Texas,
Yeah,
the Rangers Stadium.
yeah. I feel like what team came to mind? Oh, the Guardians. I feel like the Guardians Stadium isn't super
Ah, but that
exciting.
left field wall also, the big left
Yeah,
field wall.
yeah. It's true. It's
I don't
true.
know. I don't know. Let us know. That's a good
Yeah.
let us know in the comment section below. But we haven't talked about it yet. We haven't even mentioned it yet. Today is Sunday, August 3rd. As of recording this, the trade deadline was 3 days ago. Man, was that stove hot or what? There were
Insane.
players going left and right, teams completely exploding, other teams picking up pieces, still other teams picking up pieces that have already come to make mistakes. We'll talk about that in a second here. But
Yankees.
we're talking we're talking trade deadline as every MLB podcast out there is talking nowadays. But it's that time of year, it's what we have to talk about, and we got some absolute surprises. And I think
Yeah,
it's only natural to start with the Twins.
agree.
We can talk about acquisitions all we want to and analyze every single player that was sent to a different team to be put in a spot to better their rotation. And that's what we saw with every single Twins player being traded. But who did the Twins leave around? Not that many people. Joe
Nope.
Ryan? Joe Ryan's
Yep.
great. They just
Sure.
called up Bailey Ober again from the injured reserve. I saw that. So they still got some pitching. But it was like, all right, they traded Duran. A lot of people saw that coming. A lot of people picked that. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about it here on last week's episode.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, that's okay. Their bullpen is still elite. They still have Varland. They still have Griffin Jacks. They still have Kaloum. Uh-oh. Kaloum's gone. Oh, that's fine. It's Kaloum. We still have Griffin. Oh, Griffin Jacks is gone. We still have Oh, no, Louis Varland after 6 o'clock Eastern is announced. Is traded to the Blue Jays, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. The Twins. Wait a minute. We've just talked about pitching. What about their elite player, former, now current Astro, Carlos Correa is also out of here. See you later. The Twins. What on earth is happening up there in Minnesota? You got to feel for the fans. You almost got to
Yeah,
feel for Rocco Baldelli, the manager. Like, what's he
for
supposed
sure.
to do?
Nothing. Nothing you can do, honestly.
Yeah.
The the thing that like I can appreciate teams selling or buying as long as I like can gather a direction that they're trying to go. And like we've seen teams sell off in the past and some teams probably should sell off in the past. If it's a buyer's market, you should probably sell your players and refill the prospects and do play that whole game. That makes sense to me. The Twins kind of just like they sold off, but they like didn't get a lot of amazing returns. Like the prospects they got back weren't really amazing. And then they started trading people who they had on under team control for more than next year.
A
And I
long time.
Varland was under team control until like 2030 or something crazy like that. Like I don't that's the thing that I don't fully understand with what the Twins did. Like the whole point of trading for like prospects would be to have a window of winning, an opportunity, a World Series window in the next probably what would you say, 2 to 3 years? That'd be the goal with trading for prospects. So you're going to keep guys that you have under team control so that when the prospects are good, you still have those guys that you've had on your team for the last couple of years. So to trade some of these guys that were controllable made very little sense to me. I couldn't, I can't figure out what direction they're trying to go. It's a very hard sell, and I don't see them being good for a long time.
Right. It's confusing. Hopefully
Very
some of their
confusing.
prospects can pan out too. It's
Hopefully.
it's confusing. It's confusing. It doesn't really make sense. Like I was going through, they trade away their closer, the backup closer, half of their bullpen.
Hmm.
It doesn't compute in my head. It doesn't compute in my head. But here we are. Shout out to everyone that fleeced the Twins. The Astros, I guess, if you want to call it one of the biggest, if not the biggest move of the deadline with picking up Carlos Correa. Good for them. Why am I like, we all hated this team when they won the World Series and it was found out that they cheated and Correa was on that team? And why am I sitting here like, this is a great move? Good for him. I'm happy to see Correa on the Astros again. Why am I excited for this? Shouldn't we be not liking this? And guess
It
who
is
they
kind
traded?
of
Do you know who they traded? Matt Mikulski.
sure,
Yeah, exactly.
sure,
Sure. He
sure.
has like he's 26. He's a pitcher. He's 26. He almost looks like someone that the Brewers could put in their lab, lefty, but he has like a 6 ERA in his career
See, that's what I don't
in the
get.
minor leagues.
Like, I don't,
Hopefully they can turn him around.
I couldn't really give you like one big prospect name that they got back, and they traded 10 of their 26 active players.
That's
They
crazy.
traded 40% of their roster. And I couldn't even tell you like any big names that they got back.
It's one of the strangest things that we've seen. Taj Bradley, they got Taj Bradley back from the
Okay,
Rays for
yeah,
Griffin
fair,
Jacks,
fair. What?
who
Okay,
was
see,
sent down to the minors this year, by the way.
yeah, he's been bad this year.
Yes.
What's his contract look like? Because if he's not controllable through a couple years, again, I don't know if that makes much sense. Okay, he's still on. Oh wow, 20. Okay, 20. He's controllable through 2030. It looks like
Yeah.
he's got one,
That's
two.
wild.
He's pre-arb still, so that's actually a good deal for them. And then 3 years of arb after next season. Okay, fair enough. Like that makes sense. But then why aren't you keeping guys that are already on your team that have the same contract situation?
I
Like
mean, I'm
that.
looking. I completely forgot to mention Brock Stewart, by the way, another bullpen pitcher for the Twins.
Yeah,
But James Outman is who they got back. So
sure. Again, like probably,
unproven-ish player for the Dodgers,
yeah,
but hey, maybe he finds himself in a new home.
yeah. I mean, like, and like Harrison Bader makes sense, right? Like, he was never, I mean, he could have re-signed with the Twins, but like, he's just one of those guys that's so tradable and has been traded in the past. So, like, that trade makes sense. They were most likely going to trade Duran or Jax. I was a little surprised they did both, to be honest with you.
And
Willie
everyone
Castro,
else.
Willie Castro, again, like, I don't know if that really makes sense. Like, another player you probably could have re-signed and had for a long time and been really good for you.
Doesn't
So
make any sense. Good for the Cubs on that one. Good for the
yeah,
Cubs.
I wanted the Brewers to get
Um,
Castro.
I We'll talk about the Cubs in a second here. I think that he'll fit right into that Cubs team, right in at third base, probably. He can play
Wherever they want. Yeah,
any
wherever they want.
position. That being said, Justin Turner did hit a walk-off home run for the Cubbies today, so maybe they don't need any help at third base.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
I
True.
don't know. But there you go. The Twins, I think we've beat up on them enough. We still didn't mention Randy Dobnik and Chris Paddock. More pitchers,
Yeah.
more bullpen pitchers were also
It's,
traded away
it's going to be an
for,
interesting 2 months of the
yeah,
season, last 2 months of the season. Like they're
it's
going to
gonna be
be,
Tank City. They won today. They won today, five to
that's awesome.
four. They almost blew it in the ninth inning, but they won
Yeah, because
five to four.
they have no bullpen. No bullpen. They got randos just pitching
Yeah,
the ball. I love it.
yeah. Well, I think that's, like I said, that's enough on the Twins. But the Twins made the most moves. They got rid of the most players. They made the most moves. So we
Hmm.
had to talk about them. Phillies, of course, getting Duran
It's awesome.
and Bader.
Awesome.
Bader makes total sense in Philly. Like he
Hmm.
just looks like a Philly.
He
Just
does.
like I thought, like I was saying in last week's episode or a couple episodes ago, I thought Ozuna looked like a Red Sox. Nope. Braves
Didn't get
didn't do
traded.
anything.
Braves confusing. A lot
Braves,
of
what?
a lot of confusing teams at the deadline.
Yeah. Blue Jays,
Like
what? Although they got Varland right at the end. They got Varland right at
sure,
the end.
sure. Dodgers? Like Dodgers
Dodgers
didn't really do anything.
didn't do much either.
And
But
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think the next big team that we can talk about here is the Yankees, who
Hmm.
made a bunch of moves in their bullpen as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, they needed help in their bullpen. They have Williams, who's been okay. He's been a lot better recently, but he's not been great this season compared to his past season. They have Weaver, who's been good, but will still have shaky not starts, shaky appearances every now and
Hmm.
then. But they were like, you know what? We're gonna go out and get some more bullpen help. And they really strengthened their bullpen. They got Jake Bird, David Bednar, and last second from the Giants, Camilo Doval.
So random.
What? So now they have five closers in their bullpen, so their bullpen should be locked and loaded. And in addition to this, they also picked up utility man, but mainly outfielder, um, and third baseman Caballero, Jose Caballero from the Rays. Rays, really? What are you doing, Rays?
So
Interesting.
random, yeah.
Another one.
So
Another
random.
interesting one. Pete Fairbanks stayed with the Rays. But yeah, the Yankees acquired utility man Jose Caballero, and you would not make it up any better in the first game where all four of these players were playing on the team for the first time playing against the Marlins, right? Yankees are absolutely destroying them. But hey, let's bring in the new pitcher. We got to warm him up. Jake Bird, boom, home run. See you later. Don't worry, Yankees are still winning. They're an elite offensive team. Let's bring in David Bednar. Boom, gives up a couple runs. Boom, gives up a home run. Don't worry, the Yankees, like I just said, are an elite offensive team. They took the lead in the top of the ninth, 12 to 10. That's right, the game is 12 to 10 now. Let's bring in Camilo Doval, our third closer that we're going to use this game. What does Doval do? Gives up a couple base runners, gives up a hit to right field. Oh, that's all right. We got utility man Jose Caballero in right field. Can't field the ball. And the Marlins tie the game and end up winning it on a 1 foot bunt, swinging bunt in front of the plate, and you can't make it up any better. I watched this live and I was dying. As a neutral fan, it was one of the funniest things I have ever witnessed. Nosh, were you watching this game?
Yeah, it's so funny to me because Yankees fans are I don't even know what word to use there. But they were so happy. The Yankees finally filled positions of need at the trade deadline. They never do that. They never do that. This is not the Yankees of old. This is the Yankees of new, where they don't fill positions of need. And
Yeah, and
finally,
the Yankees are like, we're gonna spend money on a big bat and that's it. But
yeah,
no, they kind of did a little strategy
yeah,
this time
they
around.
filled the positions they needed. They needed some bullpen help. They needed a bat. They needed somebody to replace Anthony Volpe at shortstop,
Yeah, or
which Caballero can do. He can play short, I think.
short. Yeah, he can play
They
third if
got Ryan
McMahon if
McMahon. They
McMahon
got
plays
McMahon.
first. He can
Yep.
play third. If McMahon can
Yep.
DH. Judge can
Yep.
DH if he comes back from his elbow. Stan can DH.
Yep.
You would
And
think
Yankees fans were so happy. And then first game out, and every single person that they acquired blew the game. Like you couldn't write it any better. You couldn't write it any better.
it was great. It was so
It
funny to
was.
watch. In the grand scheme of things, in the long term, when you take a law of averages, I bet they will fit right in to the bullpen. If they all three of them combined continue to struggle alongside Devin Williams,
Yikes.
and Luke Weaver's the only bullpen pitcher that can get a job done, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be a long-term error problem with the Yankees. Lol. Uh, and I don't think Caballero is going to be making dumb mistakes like he did every single game. But that being said, the Yankees did go ahead to get swept today, and it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, I do think the Yankees did make some good moves here on the trade deadline. It just so happened that it
Yeah.
you couldn't
Tough.
write it. You couldn't write it.
To be fair, the Marlins are like the hottest team in baseball.
This is true.
So
This is true. They are now 500. Shout out the
they
Miami
are.
Marlins. As
They
of
are.
today, after sweeping the New York Yankees, they are 500 baseball, 55 and 55. That's insanity.
It's awesome. Shout out the Marlins.
Mets. Mets also had a pretty good trade deadline, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
They acquired Tyler Rogers,
Love him.
solid bullpen arm. They acquired Cedric Mullins. That's pretty good. That's really good. Said he's going to fit right in, I think, perfectly out there in
Probably
Queens.
center, right? What are you
Yeah,
playing center for them?
yeah. That being said, Mullins has not had the greatest year so far this year. He's
Nope.
only batting 229 with 15 homers, but they didn't have to give up too much either.
No.
Prospects Anthony Nunez, Ramon Gomez, and Chandler Marsh. Hey, like once again, haven't done too much research into them. Hope they pan out. But hey, to get Cedric Mullins, it's a pretty good acquisition, I would say, there on the Mets part as well. Tigers did a little bit of transitioning as well. They picked up Paul Sewald. They picked up Kyle Finnegan. They strengthened their bullpen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Morton, because why not?
Sure. Did they get Montero too? Rafael Montero?
Rafael Montero as well. That's correct. That's correct. So we had a bunch
Yeah.
of teams making some good moves. I think before we move on from this segment here, I think we can talk about a little bit about our Milwaukee Brewers, but also their biggest rival right now in the Chicago Cubs. What are you doing? Cubbies? Did you fall asleep at the trade deadline? We got Willie Castro
Great.
from the Twins. That's great. And I thought that was like when the dominoes started falling for the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they were going to end up getting like three or four guys to start to go to them. I thought they might have been getting Sandy. I thought they might have been getting another bat. But instead, Willie Castro, another utility player, for right-handed pitcher Sam Armstrong and right-handed pitcher Ryan Gallagher. Another two prospects. Hope you turn out. I think that's just going to be my go-to. Hope the prospects
Yeah.
turn out.
Yeah. That's
Because
all
we
you can
do.
do.
We do.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
On the Twins, maybe the Twins will be winning the World Series, like you said, in 3 years if all their prospects do fan out.
Maybe.
I don't
I
know.
doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the Cubs' main area of concern is their starting pitching. And they just did absolutely nothing to address that problem. And it's confusing. A ton of relievers were traded and big name relievers, but not a lot of starting pitchers were moved, which was very interesting to me because every team needs starting pitching. Whether you actually need starting pitching or not, every team needs starting pitching. So I'm shocked that the Cubs, who it's pretty obvious their one glaring weakness is their starting pitchers, didn't bolster their rotation.
So they did. They picked up Soroka
But
from
he's
the
been in the
Nationals.
bullpen.
Yeah, but
Like
he's been in the bullpen. Could
they're
they
gonna have to
transition
stretch
him?
him out.
They picked up Andrew Kittredge, bullpen.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't think they got a single starting pitcher. Soroka has started in the past, but to transition him out of the bullpen to a starting role in August is that's a tough thing to do.
Sandy was right there, man. We all thought. I made a YouTube short, a TikTok, whatever you want to call it. I made it about Sandy getting traded and how we all thought Sandy was getting traded, and he didn't.
It's crazy.
Cubs, he was
Crazy.
right there for you. Taylor Rogers, another one that the Cubs picked up, but not the big move that we all thought that they were going to make. Whether it be Eugenio Suarez, of course, going to the Mariners, back to the Mariners. He was rumored to go to the Cubs for a bit.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Jesus Sanchez was rumored to go to the Cubs. Nope, he went to the Astros. There were bats out there, there were pitchers out there, and they just I don't know. Another team that was confusing for me was the
Very,
Chicago Cubs. But
very confusing.
hey, they continue to win. They won today. They took two of three from the Orioles. Just like your Brewers continue to win, sweeping the Nationals. Brewers made one total move at the deadline.
Well,
They
two.
took they picked up. That's right. They made two total moves, and in fact, one of the moves has led to a couple hits, RBIs, runs already. That
Yep.
I guarantee you had never heard of him before the Brewers traded for him. And Brandon Lockridge has picked up a hit in every single game since he's played.
Think so.
I believe.
He,
Like what?
I don't,
Where
they
did the Brewers find these
definitely,
guys? Andrew
they,
Vaughn, not at the
yeah,
trade deadline. That's why I didn't include him. But
sure. Still a trade.
yeah, still a trade.
They definitely didn't get Lockridge, expecting to have him be a starting outfielder instantly. But the Brewers are dealing with some injuries and some big name injuries right now. So he's thrust right into the starting lineup. They had him batting leadoff. He flew in from San Diego at 5 a.m. on Friday after the trade deadline, and then started that night in Washington, D.C., which is across the entire country. Um,
That's
and
crazy.
and bat
He flew in from San Diego.
I think they were I think he was back in San Diego. They might have been
Jeez.
on the road somewhere, but he flew into DC at 5 o'clock and then was the leadoff hitter that night in the game. And had some good at bats too.
It's crazy. Padres, Cardinals. Padres are playing the Cardinals at home, so the Padres are home.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he flew from San Diego to DC. That's not a short flight.
And then played that night. And I think he went
Leadoff.
like 2 for 6. Lead
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. 2 for 6.
Six at bats, by the way. Your Milwaukee Brewers putting up 38 runs.
Was it a record for hits? I forgot to look.
38 runs. We'll have to get that for next week for sure.
It
But
was like
38 runs
almost
is the stat that I remember for
it,
sure.
it was like
You
50
can't make it
something
up.
hits.
They're hot. Why is this
Yeah.
team hot? Bryce Harang, 2 home runs.
So
What is this
random.
team? You have teams like the Dodgers with every single player in their lineup recognizable. And then you come over and you ask your average Dodgers fan, name 3 players on the Brewers. They might get Yelich. And then what? Maybe Churio. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out for a while now. If they can't get Churio, who are they getting? Who are they naming? Your average baseball fan. Maybe less than average baseball fan. Maybe your
Yeah.
average baseball fan has picked up on the best team in baseball by now. I don't know.
Maybe. The Miz is making his rounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Also hurt, but
Also hurt. Also going on
uh
the IL.
yeah, crazy.
And then
It was
Logan Henderson gets called up and gives up 1 run.
yeah, that's how we roll. Didn't okay, well, yeah, outside of Nestor getting traded, we still have like 9 starting pitchers that are MLB caliber. So I'm a little surprised they didn't try and trade for a bat with some of the starting pitching talent, especially knowing that a lot of starting pitching wasn't traded. So you would think that the value of these starting pitchers would be pretty dang high if other starting pitchers weren't getting traded. But then Nestor only garnished a pretty average, not even prospect, just like average 20, what, 8-year-old
8.
baseball player,
He's my
a
age, man.
career 560 OPS guy who's fast, and that's it. That's the only thing he was known for is that he's fast. So when they first made the move, I'm like, wow, we just traded Nestor Cortez for a pinch runner.
Basically.
But he's come over and he's hitting the ball, and who knows? A change of scenery is a hell of a drug for baseball players sometimes.
Hmm.
So just look at Andrew Vaughn.
Look at Andrew Vaughn. Anything out of Chicago, man.
True,
Adrian
true.
Hauser.
Yeah,
Think he's gonna be better
we'll,
in Tampa Bay.
we'll see. Great. What did the Rays do? They like kind of soft sold, but then also got people too. Very
AL
weird.
East is confusing, man. Yankees are in third place. It's a weird one out there.
At least is confusing. Um, Before we jump into the Brewers, I think we should quick mention the Padres. I think they unanimous are the winners of the deadline, solely based on just the quality and quantity of moves that they made. Um, but actually, so I think they're winners in the sense of this year. I think they move into a World Series favorite type of position. I'd have to look at the odds quick, but I would think they would be a top 3 contender for the World Series this year. Um, but man, they give up a lot of prospects,
Seriously.
a lot of prospects, and like
Seriously.
my philosophy with the trade deadline, if I was a GM of a team, like part of it is prospects don't pan out. And like a lot of prospects and top prospects just don't pan out. And that's the reality of baseball. So if you can trade for somebody who's already good in the MLB, why wouldn't you, knowing that that guy that you're giving up who's a prospect might not even turn out to be that good? So I that's kind of always been my philosophy, like kind of win now and you can always figure out prospects later. But man, like some pretty unanimous top level prospects getting traded for a relief pitcher. Mason Miller. Mason Miller, a 3.33 ERA on the A's this year. Mason Miller when you already have what three other closers in your
And
bullpen?
JP Sears. And JP
And
Sears.
sure, but like the number three overall prospect in all of MLB,
Sears
a
would fit right in.
shortstop, a young shortstop. I
Let
think
me
that go
yeah.
ahead.
Career
The
minor league OPS for Leo DeVries, 787. You're like, that's pretty good. That's all right.
for a
He's
shortstop,
18.
that's the thing.
He's 18 and he's putting up almost an 800 OPS in professional baseball. Sure, it's high A. I don't care what level he's at. He's 18.
And like shortstop makes a difference. Like the shortstop position is one of the harder positions to get offensive output from. So the fact that he's a shortstop and he's only 18 and he's already the number three prospect in baseball, like that's a lot. That is a lot to give up. I'm shocked that they traded him at all and not even for a bat for a relief pitcher. Mason Miller is great. Don't get me wrong.
I'm hearing rumors that the Padres could move him to starter.
That seems like a terrible idea. He does
He
not
used to
give
be a
off
starter.
starter vibes. He doesn't give
He
off
used to
starter
be
vibes.
in the
I
minor
know,
leagues.
but again, like the transition in the middle of the season, transitioning to the bullpen is easier than transitioning to starting. Am I wrong?
It's true.
It's got to be. But I don't know, man. The A's in like 2 years could be a they're a fun team now. Don't get me wrong. But you throw in Leo DeVries at shortstop with the rest of that infield, man, watch out. Watch out for the A's at the end of the 2020s.
Oh man, they're gonna be fun.
You know what's
Plus,
going to
like
be
an
really
experienced Lawrence Butler, an experienced Denzel Clark, an experienced
Shea
Jacob Wilson,
Bangaliers.
Nick Kurtz. Oh
Love it.
man,
Do you
they should
know
be
what's
fun
do you know what's
in
gonna
The Las
suck?
Vegas A's.
I was just gonna say, you know what's gonna suck is that they were tormented in Oakland for how long? With just bad baseball. And right when all these guys are gonna be like in their prime, young prime, is when they move to Las Vegas. Like, of course. It's not really fair to the fans in Oakland, but I guess that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. And they weren't done there either. They got rid of six more prospects for not someone that you thought the Brewers were going to trade for. Imagine
Wanted them
thinking the
to.
Brewers were going to make a move. Lol. Padres also from the Orioles got Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano. Two players, a package deal. There were a couple package deals out there. You knew one was coming, Nash, but you
I
didn't get the
love
right
I
one.
love package deals.
Mitch
Well,
Keller not wanting to be moved by coming out from the Pirates, not wanting to be moved. But no, we're talking about the Padres here, picking up Ryan O'Hearn, all-star this year, having a career year, and Ramon Laureano, veteran. He'll fit right into the
utility,
team
another
too.
utility guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
love it
Hopefully
for them.
O'Hearn can keep producing because he'll slot right in, especially if this team goes into the playoffs. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. Padres, man, they are going for it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that they're going for it.
Nestor,
Got to beat the big brother Dodgers somehow.
they also got Will Wagner.
They did get Will Wagner.
That was a very confusing one from the Blue Jays. Like,
So random. Will Wagner was starting for the Blue Jays, was he
right,
not?
that he was starting.
I don't understand. The Blue Jays have the best record in the AL. And they traded a starting bat out of their lineup. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's like not vibes.
Not vibes.
Not vibes.
Confusing.
Bad
Very
clubhouse
confusing.
vibes.
Very confusing.
Well, any other trades that you need to mention here or any other ideas you have? Because otherwise, I have a pretty good this day in history.
I was to say the only other Homer Brewers trade was they traded for Shelby Miller,
They did.
and they also got I almost said Jordan Walker, Jordan Montgomery um, from the
So rare
Diamondbacks.
legend.
The trade itself is fine. Shelby Miller's been excellent. He's hurt right now, which stinks, but he's been great out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. The thing that's interesting about this trade is the structure of it. They basically didn't give up a player and instead took on the contract of Jordan Montgomery, who's out for the year because he's rehabbing from Tommy John, to acquire Shelby Miller. So they basically are paying cash to get a relief pitcher without giving up a player by taking on another player's contract while he's rehabbing. That doesn't
Interesting.
happen. That doesn't happen every day.
That's a weird one.
It's a weird one. So I feel like it was necessary to bring that up just because of the structure of the trade. It's good business.
A little
That's
homer.
how that's
A
how the
little more
Brewers
homer
that's
action,
how the
yeah.
Brewers roll.
I tell you what, before we even get into this day in history, I, in Sorare, made a
Oh.
straight up trade.
Oh, at the deadline? You're
It
inspired?
was just before the deadline, but
Okay.
I was offered a trade
Ooh.
because, as you know, not on the podcast necessarily, but I crafted a Junior Caminero. That happened on the podcast, but I also
Hmm.
won a second Junior Caminero as a tier one. And it was like, all right, well, now I have two 2025 Junior Camineros. And I got an offer for Shota Imanaga, previous season card,
Okay.
for Junior Caminero in season card. And it turns out they have pretty similar values. Pretty similar values. Shota was a little bit lower on the floor price. And I was like, okay, that's a solid offer, but let me go through your gallery and see who you got. And I was thinking specifically for my vault to put some players in. I was like, I'll just add a player, why not, to put in my vault. And I was like, let's see what he's got. And he's like, oh, he's not using this Jung Ho Lee. Let me throw that in the trade. And he accepted.
There you
So for
go.
my in-season Junior Caminero, I got a previous season Jung Hoo Lee, sorry, and Shota Imanaga.
Wow. Awesome.
Dub.
W. I'd say so.
I came out on value and I came out on quantity of players.
You already have a Caminero anyway.
I already had a Caminero.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a dub for
I
sure.
think I wound up like at least above the Cubs in terms of trades. Maybe
Yeah.
above the Blue Jays, probably above the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Like I think I did all right.
Yeah. I think that's
And
great.
I vaulted that Jung Hoo Lee because it's previous season, and I won some essence with him with the challenge.
It's
So
too
it's
easy.
like already panned out. It's
There
like
you go.
almost exactly the ideal trade that I could have made. But yeah, it's something I don't think I've ever done a straight up swap like that.
That's
One for
awesome.
two, no cash,
Love it.
no ETH. But yeah, there you go. So a little bit of extra trade deadline. Sorry for no so rare talk this week. It should be back soon. But we're doing a little bit of a crazy trade episode because it's that time of year and because Andrew's not here. He'll be back soon.
Absolutely.
But before we move on to the pickle, it's everyone's favorite time of the podcast. It is this day in history. Nosh, you want to guess what year we're doing this week?
Ooh. I know we were trying to guess last week too.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna go. I think you're gonna go newer. I think let's say 2008.
2008 Brewers year.
Yeah, CC
CC
Sabathia complete
Sabathia.
game or something.
Nope. Didn't you say
Ah,
that last week too?
I think so. I feel like it's coming up eventually. I don't know.
Boo! It's coming eventually. It happened. You already
19.
looked it up. It happened the
You're
beginning of
right.
July. It
You're right.
can't
I
happen.
forgot. No, the trade did.
The trade did. That's true. That's true. That's true.
You're going old again, aren't you?
No, I'm going with a decade that I
Ah,
haven't gone with, I think.
the 80s?
The 80s.
Oh, okay. Second guess.
The 80s.
First try.
And it's actually a true this day in history because as of
Ooh.
today, it is August 3rd recording this. This happened on August 3rd, 1987.
Okay. 87.
We had, believe it or not, while pitching for the Minnesota Twins pitchers are just a topic of today.
Traded?
Traded Joe Niekro, that's his name. That's
He would
right.
have
On
been.
August 3rd, 1987, Joe Niekro was pitching for the Minnesota Twins against the California Angels. And in between innings, the Angels noticed that he was behaving a little bit strangely while he was throwing the ball. They told the umpire to go look out. They were like, something's wrong out there. Can you go check on their pitcher? And as they were walking out, as they crowded around the mound, it like looks like he gets rid of something. He tries to quickly throw something away and something else slowly floats to the ground, kind of like look like a gum wrapper or something like that. But it turns out what he was trying to sneakily get rid of was an emery board, also known as a nail file. And the piece of paper that fluttered to the ground, a piece of sandpaper fell out of his back pocket. And the umpires looked at the balls and eventually were like, you know what? You're out of here. See you later. You're gone. Ejected. Suspended for 10 games. He was
Oh,
caught in the act of using a nail file to doctor baseballs to improve his pitches. Joe
it's crazy.
Negro, what are you doing? Minnesota Twins, what are you doing? Minnesota Twins pitchers, just not the best day for you.
No, no.
There's
His,
actually video of it. I'll try and find it.
ooh,
I'll try
okay.
and find it, but there's video of Necro's attempt to just like casually get rid of the evidence.
That's tough. That's
He
tough.
he claimed that in between innings he was filing his nails, and it's like, why aren't you doing that in the dugout then?
It's crazy.
Why are you not leaving? Whatever,
That
he got suspended for 10 games. Why did you sneakily try and get rid of it if you were just
right.
using it to file your nails? Also, how did the Angels pick up
Sandpaper,
on it?
right?
Sandpaper. The Angels saw something weird. But either way, it's just one of the craziest cheating scandals in baseball history. Something you would never, ever, ever see today. The way umpires check your hands and pockets, and there's cameras around. HD 4K cameras. It's never happening again. Joe Necro.
Is he
Is he related
okay?
to Phil Necro? That's a good
That was going to
question.
be my question. Career 30 war pitcher, 221 wins, 204 losses, 3.59 career ERA in 702 games.
Younger brother.
Wow, okay. Baseball family, the Negros. Probably the uh, worst of the two brothers. Phil was a pretty
If he
damn good
felt the
baseball
need
player.
to scratch up the baseballs with a nail file.
He, uh, Joe Negro pitched for 22 years. Fun fact.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Dude, this
Why then why did he try doing this? Why did he do this just randomly?
wait, this was
1987?
1987?
Yeah.
It was the second to last season of his career. He retired in 1988. So
Okay.
he was at the end of his career. He was 4-9 in 1987 with a 6.26 ERA.
And he was like, "You know what?
I need to cheat. That's what he said.
After 21 years, he was like, it's time to cheat." And he
Yep.
basically ended his career because he only played for one more year. How about that?
Yep. He only threw five more games the next season, and was 1-1 with a 10 ERA, and then he retired. So it makes sense. Also, kind of left a stain on his pretty solid career.
Yeah.
He was an all-star in 1979 with the Houston Astros. He was 21 and 11.
Wow.
21 and 11. He's one of the 20 win pitchers.
He is.
Wow, okay.
You're looking at Joe Negro, not Phil Negro.
I've looked. I'm gonna be honest. I've scrolled up four different times because I'm like, this is Phil's page, not Joe's, and it's Joe. It's Joe. A
Legend.
pretty wow,
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
dude. I'm almost wondering if he's not because of the nail file situation.
Oh, no way.
I don't think he is. I don't think he's.
He's definitely not. He's in the Astros Hall of Fame.
I mean, like,
Great immaculate grid player. Holy cow. Cubs,
yeah,
Padres,
he's
Tigers,
played on
Braves,
every
Astros,
team.
Yankees, Twins, Twinkies. And of course, his worst years were on the Twins.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
the
Like,
Twins. Andrew's second favorite team, third favorite team, not the White Sox.
I don't think he. Wow, known for his wild pitches. He had the most wild pitches in four separate seasons in the MLB. Sorry. I'm so deep into his baseball reference page. This is awesome. If you're ever looking for some entertainment, just look up
Yeah.
Joe Nigro's baseball reference page.
All right.
Wow. That's awesome. I'm getting
Well,
the
I think
pickle up.
it's time to send the pickle before we get out of here. It's been a long one,
Can you
but
see
there was so
this?
much to talk about. We can see it. Yeah, I see your Joe Negro page up in the background too. I think, who do we go with here?
Oh man, we talked about a lot of
Make it
people.
a full screen. Make it full screen. Make it full screen. Yeah, now we're talking.
Let's go. I think the Twins are the topic of discussion. I think we go. Let's get a relief pitcher out of the way. Let's go Varland.
Louis Varland, let's do it. All right.
Okay.
Righty
Okay.
righty USA, who's 27 and was
Okay.
traded from the NL West. Zach Allen not traded, by the way.
Zach Allen not traded. It could be
No, but
Zach
he
Allen.
we can't guess him. We can't guess him. He wasn't traded.
Oh, we have to get somebody that
We can
was
try.
traded.
Or NL Central, righty. How
Um,
old is Andrew Vaughn?
Honest, that could be. He's got to be younger still. Wow. Imagine. Oh,
I wanted it. I wanted
would have
it's the
been
NL
would have been
West.
awesome. Would have been
It's the
awesome.
NL West.
Well, we got a lot of traded players in the NL West.
We do.
A
We
lot of
do.
relievers though.
A lot of relievers. Should we go with Mason Miller? He's 26.
We
Remember,
already,
we were just talking about how he's
yeah.
26. Let's go with
We
Mason
already.
Miller. Let's get a team. Let's get the Padres out of the way.
Hey, shout out.
Shelby Miller. It's not the Padres.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, Man, nobody else. I'm trying to think of who else is even traded in the NL West
I mean,
to the NL West.
who did the Giants get back?
Dude, the Giants had a terrible deadline too.
Who did the Giants get back?
They
Jesus
traded
Baez? No. No.
they traded for
Oh, how about
what's
Dustin? No, Dustin May got traded from the Dodgers.
I feel like that kind of counts.
No, Dustin May's on the
Oh,
Red
but he
Sox.
won't be in the
He's on the Red
NL.
Sox. He's
Yeah,
on the
duh,
Red Sox.
duh, duh, duh. Dude, I
I don't think there's anyone else it can be.
I think we might have to go straight up.
Freddie for no, he's not from the USA. He's not from the USA.
Did the Dodgers get anybody else?
Alex Call? Alex Call? They got Alex
Ooh.
Call.
Hey,
Is he
well,
26? He's
he's
30.
not, but okay, it's not the Dodgers. So we
Not the
got
Dodgers.
Diamondbacks,
Giants, Diamondbacks.
Giants,
I mean,
and that other team.
we can guess Shelby Miller, even though he's not 26 or
He's
27.
he's also not on the Diamondbacks anymore.
Oh, that's right. I'm going backwards. I'm going the
I
wrong
know.
way.
I was doing that
The
too,
Diamondbacks didn't get anyone that we can use.
right?
And neither did the Giants. And then we've already used the Padres and Dodgers. Okay.
The Rockies
The
didn't trade for
Rockies didn't do
anybody.
anything, obviously. But should we go with like Jordan Beck
I like it.
to get the Rockies out of the way? Is he 20? He's 20, 24? He's 24?
Jeez.
Goodman? Hunter Goodman?
Goodman's is he
He's a little
ready?
older?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Do we just get the Rockies out of the way?
yeah, get the Rockies out of the way. Because if it's the Rockies,
Oh, this could be
ooh,
tough. This
ooh,
could be tough.
interesting. The Rockies.
This could
I was just
be
watching the
tough.
Rockies. Bradley Blaylock. I got his so rare card. He's 24. Get pitcher out of the way, maybe. He's not a
Okay, good.
starter. Okay. Okay, we can do
Not a
this.
catcher.
It's not Hunter
Um,
Goodman. It's not Jordan Beck. Could it be?
who else is on the Rockies?
Jeez.
Um,
Everyone I can think of is not from the
the
USA.
USA. I know, like Estrada
There's,
and
yeah,
oh,
Marcia and Tovar and
what
oh,
about
Brenton Doyle. Doyle.
Doyle? Doyle. That's who I was gonna say too.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, it's
That's
gotta
gotta
be.
be it. There
Dude,
we go. Good
shout out,
save. Good
shout out
save.
Bretton Doyle. I have his rare card.
Ooh. Ooh, wait. Go real quick. Ooh.
Oh, by the
Ooh.
way,
Ooh.
11th. By the
Ooh.
way, 11th.
Ooh.
Um, dude, 42 points this week from Doyle.
You should
Not
enter that
bad.
in Riley Green -1 and you're an
I
11th.
know.
Go
And William
to our
Stevenson.
circle.
Ooh,
Go home. Where are our friends? Or is that only on the app?
no, there's a way. I think it's here. Uh, down at the bottom? No. Daily? Daily circle? No?
I'll bring it up on mine. Last time I checked. Yep,
Rewards?
last time I checked, I was correct. Shout out. Anthony 12299.
Oh
Let
yeah,
us
second
know.
place. Yeah.
Let us know in rare. That's $450 you're in line to win. I hope I just didn't jinx anything.
He's sweating it out right now.
Is he? Is he texting you?
We were talking about it yesterday.
Holy. He's only improved. He was in 11th when I checked
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. To see if anybody left?
I do not know about that.
We'll have to look. We'll have to look and see. It's a good little sweat though.
He's got Bangaliers going. He's got Munoz could pitch still.
That'd
We
be
need the
nice.
Mariners to pull ahead.
Okay.
But Munoz also pitched yesterday.
In a tie game. Ugh. And he didn't get the win
And
either.
he didn't
Ugh.
get the win.
That's always tough when a closer pitches
Sal
in a tie
Frelick
game.
getting hurt.
Yeah. Also tough. Dang.
What a lineup.
Right? The most
Matthew
random
Boyd,
people going off.
Andres Munoz, William Contreras, Shea Langeliers, Sal Frelick, Bryce Terang, Christian Yelich. A Brewers lineup. You love to see it. This
Anybody
episode
versus the
has been brought to you by the
Nationals.
Brewers.
Anybody versus the Nationals.
Anybody versus the Nationals.
Nationals are down so horrendously
Or
bad.
I guess anyone versus the Yankees nowadays.
True. True. Oh man. Well, there you have it. Let us know what you thought of this year's trade deadline. It was pretty electric. It was one of the better deadlines in recent memory. A ton of moves made. Let us know how you feel about your team's trade deadline. Was it good? Was it bad? How's your trade deadline going on Sorare? Are you making any trades on there? Let us know as well. Leave a rating wherever you're listening to our podcast. Go subscribe to the YouTube and check out the other social medias as well. And until next week, as always, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.